Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. Welcome back to the Terror in the Isles Challenge. This is a segment I'm doing with my good friend, Joe the Horror Man, where we're going to examine films from Terror in the Isles. Not only the theatrical cut, but the TV cut as well. Today, we're going to be talking about Psycho. Psycho is a 1960 film which runs approximately 109 minutes and is directed by the late, great Alfred Hitchcock, who passed away on April 29th, 1980, at the age of 80. Now, he was responsible for Marnie, Rope, and Strangers on a Train. Now, this stars Anthony Perkins as Norman Bates. He passed away on September 12th, 1992, at the age of 60. He was in Murder on the Orient Express, In the Deep Woods, and Edge of Sanity. Janet Leigh as Marion Crane. She passed away on October 3rd, 2004, at the age of 77. She was in Touch of Evil, The Fog, and Halloween H2O. And Vera Miles as Lila Crane. She was in The Searchers, Separate Lives, and The Wrong Man. Now, this had a budget of $806,947 and had a worldwide gross of $32 million. This movie was a huge, huge success. Now, this has a simple story. This is basically about Norman Bates, who runs a motel called the Bates Motel, and Norman is just a little bit disturbed. He ends up killing people who check into his hotel, and, well, I'm sure everyone's seen it, so he blames it on his mom, his dead mom. So that's pretty much the gist of the story. I don't really like to do spoilers, but if you haven't seen Psycho, come on. I mean, yeah, come on. Anyway, Joe and I had a long talk about what exactly to watch for this, and what the Terror in the Isles challenge, which, of course, Terror in the Isles was made in, I believe it was 83, what cut they were talking about. Now, this is the 60th anniversary edition. Joe has the same thing, only he has the steelbook, and there are two cuts on this. Now, the original cut that was in the theaters is actually the uncut version. And I kind of thought that maybe they were talking about that cut when they were playing excerpts from this film. So, Joe and I watched the uncut version, which there's really not a whole lot more to it than what you get in the regular Psycho film. But we did watch it, and this is one of those films that I've always loved. I've seen it a million times, but I always seem to forget how much I love it until I watch it again. It's brilliantly paced, even though it's a little bit longer than a normal, let's say, slasher movie, which this definitely is. But it's just, I don't know, there's just something about it. The whole movie is tension and suspense, which is probably why Alfred Hitchcock was named the master of suspense. There's so much anxiety in this film that you can feel. For example, when the detective Arbogast is going up to the house and trying to investigate, well, he thinks that Norman's mom is up in the window and he wants to talk to her, but he doesn't want to get caught by Norman going up to the house. He has no idea, of course, the reality, and that Norman is actually sick and his mom is really dead. But just the suspense going up to the house, it's just, you can just feel it. The anxiety is just there. This movie is a masterpiece. There is no doubt in my mind that this is one of the best slasher movies ever made, in my opinion. I know they call it a proto-slasher, but to be honest with you, I hate that word. It's either a slasher or it's not. That's just my opinion. Halloween didn't start everything, because we have this, we have Peeping Tom, we have Black Christmas, all those movies. Let me get to my relatable recommendation. I thought about what to pick for this. I thought about maybe picking another Alfred Hitchcock film, because I'm a big fan of his work. But what I decided to do is go with Psycho 2, and here's why. This movie is almost perfect. This is probably... It's a tough one, but I do consider this one of the very best sequels ever made. It's done in kind of real time, because it's years later. What does it say? It's 22 years later, and Norman Bates is coming home. It's actually 22 years later. And, it's just... the tension, the characters, the manipulation in the sequel is just amazing, in my opinion. And it does feed off of the first film. So yeah, definitely check out Psycho. Check out Psycho 2. It is a fantastic sequel. And don't forget to check out Joe's review and see what he picked as a relatable recommendation. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.